Oh, I was been on Cullums before that. I'm in Youghal since 1957. The beginning of industry in Youghal, really, except for the factories outside. The carpets was just beginning. And Murray Kitchens here was in full swing behind us. Not Murray Kitchens then, of course. It was Murray Cabinets, I used to call it. But everybody knew it as the mill, down in the mill. And they were going on, as far as I know, years and years before that. And they used to make furniture, made beds, kitchen furniture, toilet seats, every kind of thing, anything at all. And I remember that they were out in Ardmore, where I came from, after the war, and that they bought a woodder to get the timber in, and they cut the timber, bought it in, seasoned it, cut the planks, cut the boards, and did all the work below. And then 1950s, John Murray was the man, of course. John Murray was the genius that started everything down this end of the town. He started he was involved with the cabinets, but apparently he got to know somewhere or another a man called Fred Brownlee above in Molesworth Street in Dublin, who was interested in starting a radio business. The radio business in Ireland at that stage, you had to build the radios in Ireland because the government put a duty on the imported radios to stop being imported, so that it gave work in the country. If they could do the same today, it would be a great help, but they can't with the common market. So everything had to be made here. If you went over to England and bought in radios from England, there was 100% maybe duty on them at that time, right? So you had to make them. So this Fred Brownlee was interested in bringing in, making radios in Dublin, but he had no cabinets. So he got, however, I don't know how that came about, but John Murray, anyway, came back here one day from Dublin and announced to the men below in the mill that lads will be making radio cabinets, and they thought it was a big joke, you see, like of us making radio cabinets. But Davy Hayes, I was one of the carpenters there, actually made the prototype for the first radio cabinet, and it went up to Dublin, and your man approved of it, and then they got an order for something like a 12 or a 20 radio cabinets. Small first, but it gradually built up, and they were making thousands of them. And they got the Pilot Radio Agency. So if you ever come across a Pilot Radio, that cabinet was made in Youghal. And at one stage they were short of cabinets in England for a Pilot, and I believe that some of the old cabinets were sold in England with Pilot radios, but the chassis were made in Dublin, cabinets were made in Youghal. So that changed as years went on into Murray Kitchens, and then, of course, as you know, it went out the road and fizzled, and that went as well. And then John Murray got the carpets going here behind me, and I don't know exactly what year that started, but it started off with a few looms.
1952.
52, a couple of looms, and they built up to a great. And I remember 1,000 people walking here behind where we are now, in 3 shifts at one stage. You know, amazing.